Employees earn their equity awards by working for their employer. Employees who are out on leave aren't doing any work, so their equity awards should stop vesting, right? Well, it's not quite that simple. In this video, I'm going to cover 3 gotchas to watch out for if you are adjusting vesting for leaves of absence. My first gotcha has to do with your P&L. You record expense for equity awards over the vesting schedule. So if you adjust that vesting schedule, that naturally is going to impact the amount of expense you are recording for the award in your company's income statement. It's going to slow the rate at which you record expense down. And in the case of open-ended leaves, it might slow that rate way down to almost 0. And then when the employee comes back from leave, you will see a big jump in expense because now you have to start accruing expense for the equity award again. This is absolutely something you want to work through with your finance team before you decide on a leave of absence policy so that no one is surprised by how this impacts your P&L. My second gotcha is employment laws. These laws govern how you can adjust employee benefits while they're out on leave. And we have laws in the US at the federal and the state level that might impact what changes you can make to equity awards while employees are out on leave. There are also laws outside the US. Most countries have employment laws. Some countries have employment laws that are very favorable to employees. And under the laws of those countries, you might be prohibited from adjusting vesting while employees are out on leave. Violating these laws could subject the company to fines, or it could end up subjecting the company to litigation from the employees that were affected by your policy. My third gotcha is pay equity. And I've covered this before in some of my other videos, but because women take more leaves for longer periods of time than men, they are disproportionately impacted by any policy that penalizes employees for going out on leave. And with equity awards, because the wealth that employees accumulate in their awards grows on a year-over-year basis, this can really have a significant impact on the lifetime earnings of women. This is absolutely something that you want to look at before you decide on a leave policy. There is so much more to cover on this topic. And hey, guess what? We have a webinar that does just that. The NASPP webinar, Modifying Vesting for Leaves of Absence, goes into more detail on all of the issues I've just covered and covers a bunch of considerations I haven't had time to discuss. I really encourage you to check it out before deciding on a leave policy. We'll include a link in the show notes. I hope you enjoyed my video today. If you did, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you're notified when we post new videos. Heck, even if you didn't like it, subscribe anyway. Maybe you'll like the next one. Thanks for watching.